Back in the workshop with the start of a new series that I think you guys are really going to love, and that is I'm taking you through the building of a batch of knives right from start to the very finish when they're ready to go out to some of you guys. What I have right here is a template of a knife that I drew up. It's kind of a funny thing designing knives like this. It's hard to charge for that part of it. People don't see that you actually had to design the knife and make it something of your own, and it's actually probably a little more difficult than you think. Sit down and try to do a real good knife design that works with the amount of steel you have, that looks great, that serves its purpose, and is kind of unique in the market, and I bet you it'll take a few more tries than you think and it will. This is a knife that I'm pretty excited about. Just finished drawing up. It is called the Bakeapple, after a fruit that grows here, sort of a berry actually, that grows here in Newfoundland. And it's meant to be sort of a secondary blade or a utility blade. It's small enough, it's more for a full-size man. It's more of a three-fingered knife. It'd be a great kid's knife. It's meant to be low profile, so it can be worn as a neck knife. And I'm thinking about doing a few sheath renditions as well with pocket clips so they can actually sit inside your pocket. Really excited about this. Build them out of 01. And we're going to get started right now. I built my template out of a piece of maple first, just ground it out, did my flat grind, and I like the size of it. I like the shape. You can see here. We'll start tracing some out. This is a beautiful little slab of 01 steel here, 1/8 inch thick, machined. Just check out that, 2 inches by 18 inches. What a beautiful piece of steel. Not real cheap, so you really gotta make it count. Don't want to be making mistakes with this stuff. What I'll do is be as conservative as possible. I use my Sharpie here to start tracing it out. Finally get to put her to use. Haven't used her since the test video I put up there recently, so this is going to be fun. I hope it does everything I want it to. I have some mixed up emulsification liquid. I can't remember. It was given to me by a subscriber and a friend who is a machinist, works in a machinist shop, and you mix it with water, some type of oil lubricant, and he tells me it'll really help with cutting like this. He also gave me some really nice spray to use, some lubricant, some cutting fluid to use for punching my pinholes. So each batch is getting a little bit better. Just gotta mount her in the vise here. Now, I'm not usually doing anything super loud like clanking an anvil, so when I'm running a machine like this, I do like something in my ears just because I don't like that screeching sound of the motors. And I usually just use some isolation earbuds, and I listen to some Spotify. Ooh, great song to start off today. Willie Nelson, The Last Thing I Needed, first thing this morning. Well, I'm amazed by how much that shaved off my time. These are just roughly cut out, but it's still 6 knives here. And I roughly cut them out to save on this, because my ceramic belts on the belt sander, that new belt sander just runs so fast, you'll see in a minute. But 6 blades I just roughly cut out, and that would have been such a huge job before. Well, I wouldn't have been able to cut those out of that 2-inch stock, because I wouldn't have been able to get around the turns that I just did with the hacksaw. So, and you can only rip so deep, so I would have been too limited there. But that is fantastic. Time to go over to the belt grinder and rough out the shapes. This is the steps that I always go through. Let's check it out. Grab a nice fresh ceramic here. Now the grinding part here is the part that's, it's kind of bittersweet. It's nice now that I've got a lovely grinder, but grinding is just so messy, so loud and obnoxious, and then you've got the dust to deal with and all the steel grit all over you. I cover up as good as I can. I never start this thing up without a respirator. But with the good, this is a 36 grit, brand new ceramic belt. This thing is a monster. So at this point we have 6 blades cut out, fairly refined on a 36 grit belt. You can see the shape that they are now. They're in their shape, but of course they're just blank billets of steel. I was pretty quick doing those, so I wasn't expecting to start the grinds today, but I actually think I might. I got that fresh belt there. I'm all geared up. I'm already dirty. So I think I'm going to try to rough out some grinds on the 36, and we'll see. I'm going to do a high flat on these with a micro bevel. That's the plan. Let's give it a go. Now the bevel grinding is the most complex part of this whole process. This much now is not too bad. It's not too difficult. It does take a little bit of skill not to let things get away from you, but it's not too bad. But grinding those bevels is difficult. You need to have a lot of control. You need to get everything centered up. I don't use any jigs. I don't even score my center line. Everything is by eye. So when you get one of my blades, know that it's completely just the skill of my hands doing that. Getting that flat and not convexing it is pretty tough. If you're trying to keep a shoulder there, it's so quick to be grinding and get your bevel almost done, and just to clip off that shoulder with these fast belt like that, so easily done. Or just take the tip off your knife so quickly once you get it down somewhat thin. It takes a long time to get it good, to get it right, but we're getting there. My grinds are getting better each time. So here we are. We made some fantastic progress with these knives today. Actually, much more than I thought I was going to get done. We cut them out, and then we profiled them all around, and then we rough grinded in bevels. So these are just 36 grit ground bevels. We'll probably go up. Lately I've been going to 120, and my grinder turns so fast that 120 turns out to be a very nice fine grind. Very nice finish. But these look great. They're all a little bit different. They're all done by hand, like I said, no jigs. So just super happy with how they're turning out. Tomorrow we are going to punch some holes, punch our stamps, refine those bevels. Maybe we'll get the heat treat. I'm not sure. That it might be a little bit ambitious, but we'll see. I don't have all day long out here, but we'll see. Really happy with this for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment. If you would be so kind, share the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you come back for tomorrow's video.